think everyone's back. I just thought we can have a quick chat about this exercise. What did you think of that exercise? Did you learn a few things on how you can craft a reversal for your own organization sometime? Maybe we can hear from each of the breakout leaders a little bit of a comment. Let me see if I can do that. May have to be this way. Yeah. Mohammed Azim Aydin, do you mind commenting on what you've discussed in the group and what, in a few sentences, what you thought about the exercise? You're on unmute right now. Mohammed Azim Aydin, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi.
I always have to reset the microphone.
Don't worry, we're used to it. We just have a moment of relaxation. It's always good. How did you go with the group? Did you come over them page 1 or just page 1?
We covered till page 3.
Good. Wow, that's really good.
Oh no, 4, 5.
Oh, okay. And did you learn a few things? Was it useful to see that you've got a flow of things to cover before you run an exercise like this?
Yep.
And you guys had the banking sector example, right? With the
yes,
fire.
the banking industry.
Yeah.
There's fire. Do you want me to go through briefly?
No. Just what I was just looking for, maybe just one highlight that you can share with the group to say, this is what we want to include as a surprise factor or something special, something interesting. Is there one particular highlight you'd like to say?
All right. Let's see. Maybe on question number 3 on involving relevant external parties for the exercise. So we've included certain authorities that we think are quite important: the fire brigade, ambulance, the police, the building security, the owner of the building, the other tenants in the building, media, hardware vendors, and the other bank associations. So these are the third-party parties that we think we should inform with regards to the exercise we're planning to perform.
Yeah, fantastic. So you basically are involving them live, and you're going to have some learnings together with those people. Very, very good idea. And especially for staff to really feel this is a realistic exercise. If they see the fire brigade and the police or anything like this, or the ambulance, it seems quite exciting for people to participate also next time, because they like to do that sort of practical approach. So very good. Thank you.
Thank you. My colleague.
They're your colleagues. This is what you need. Good supportive colleagues. Very good.
Thank you.
Can we see your colleagues?
Oh, they're actually in the same room. Nur Hamizah and Amal.
Oh, are they? Okay. But
yeah, they're in the same course. In the other group.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's fine. All right, let's have a look. Otman, if you want to comment on the team 2. See if I can. Oh yeah, I can unmute you here.
Hello.
Hey, Otman. How are you?
Okay. Just a summary. We're boxing 9 Berhad. So for number 1, we were trying to simulate heavy rains due to monsoon season. And then what got affected was ceiling leaks and machinery breakdown, workers unable to access the building, and it also impacted the delivery and supply chain.
Yeah.
So, so the communication. So we decided on doing.
Yeah. On number 2, you're talking about there was
yeah. So we decided on doing a surprise, not pre-informed. So we only notify the BCP team members and the senior management.
Yeah.
So we can't do a live. Well, it's a simulated, but no actual water involved. So on the day of the exercise, we send out the web bulletin, emergency announcement. Some workers were asked to stay home during the exercise. So this kind of grew actually. So we thought possibly maybe what do you call this? We're thinking about a secondary site in case, because if it's inaccessible, then that's it for us. We declare bankrupt. You see, so we need a secondary site.
Yeah.
So this also impacted outsource delivery. So it makes sense to have a secondary site.
Yeah.
So for public relations, notification to customers of possible delays. And then for non-production staff, they were to carry out working from home, and the production staff would need to relocate to the secondary site in another district. So for IT challenges, we said here we fall back to calculator. Yeah. But anyway, jokes aside, we require basic internet access only for the secondary, and if needed to, we will proceed to manual folding of the box.
Yeah. Without the technology. Yeah. That's really good.
So,
and some of these things you don't have to script because you hope that the participants will come up with that wisdom themselves. You know what I mean? Like you give them an external challenge to deal with, and hopefully they will come up with the idea that they will do manual folding of the box. So it's and if they don't, you can also suggest it at some stage. But the exercise techniques are all about giving people external challenge, something that they cannot help, and then that they come up with their strategies, right? So it's always a bit of a challenge there because of some people want to give the tools also to all the participants, but they have to kind of come up with the wisdom as well. So, but this is really good. You guys have done a lot of work if you came to that so far in the handout. So thanks for that. In the interest of time, I just wanted to highlight, or just to get one of the highlights from the third group as well. So thank you very much, Otman, for sharing. And for our third group, we had Siti Mirzada. Let me see. Okay. Siti, here you go.
Okay, hello.
Hi.
Hi. We have decided on having the participants from the plant head, safety manager, facility and maintenance manager, head of HR, and head of security. So the incident is when there is a new operator on the car seat production department. He was not briefed on the SOP and on how to handle the equipment. So it causes overheating on the electrical appliances. So fire was seen coming out from the seat production areas. And in 5 minutes time, the buildings got into fire and it collapsed. So we have come up with that scenario, and whereby all the equipments and machineries are burned and staff are injured and fatalities are observed. So up to that. And then what happened is that we want to test on how the emergency services are being contacted, and whereby there will also be delay of deliveries to customers, and companies will be fined with penalty of $500.
Yeah, so there's some financial impact as well. Very good. They're all very different scenarios. You guys did a really good job on that. So so thanks for doing that. And hopefully you all found this useful, to take this kind of document to your own workplace. And then for the next BCP test, you can ask some of these questions of yourself. Some of them you want to actually ask in a kind of a secret way. You don't want all the participants to know all the information yet. So make it a very small group, perhaps, that prepares this kind of exercise. And for the rest of the participants, it should be a little bit surprise always, I think, to a certain degree. So thank you, Siti, as well. That's really good to hear. All right, guys, we're getting very close to the end of this program. I'm going to share my desktop again. There's going to be just a couple of slides to finish. The last slide is actually, the last couple of slides are about the maintenance and continual improvement. So we've done all the steps of the wheel now, and we've looked at some practical implications of all of them. But to keep each step alive and updated with the real world and with what the business is doing, we need to have some sort of maintenance process. And that usually links with internal audit or something, where you would say, how you could actually measure that you're over time, that you're improving as well. So here is an idea that you can use for key performance indicators. You could score, for example, for each division or each business process, if the continuity plan has been reviewed recently, how many people have been involved in testing, those sorts of things. If all the staff contact details are up to date, if key systems have been tested in the past number of months. So what you get with asking some of those questions, you can see a red, amber, green type rating, the traffic light rating. This is based on each division or department over here. And you might give it a target score and a threshold score. So let's say the target score is 68 and the threshold score is 58. That means anything under the threshold score would be red, anything over the target would be green, and anything in between would be yellow. So if the actual score of each division is in this middle column, you can then determine if it's green, red, or amber. And that is based on these questions. And you can add to these questions, but this is how you could score each division over time. If they're doing a good job with BCP, if they're helping you maintain the process, if they're involved in testing, etc. So that's how you can sort of bring that together. Now, I wanted to show you also a framework or a template that we normally use. When I do consultancy work for organizations, we bring this template kit in. We've given you, and this is a commercial product, but we've given you during the course a number of those handouts that you can use. Like I said, you can use them in your own organization. Hopefully they'll give you some arms and legs to get started, especially the BCP on a page document that has almost 3 entire sections of the wheel combined in there. So it's quite comprehensive. Now, the final discussions that we could have, and I know it's quite close to 5 o'clock, but what I wanted to offer everybody is, we've now been seeing each other, and I actually wanted to know if everyone who has a camera, can you please turn it on for the final goodbyes in a minute? That would be really nice, I'll invite you to do that if you can. But what I wanted to offer is, for example, via LinkedIn. I know that quite a few of you must be on LinkedIn. If you wanted to have some discussions about any of these topics, like things like COVID-19, the next stage, what are we supposed to do? I mean, COVID we've talked about throughout this course quite extensively, all the challenges, that we're facing and the uncertainties around it and everything. Benchmarking, I've just showed you a couple of slides here, of course, where you can do that. But if you want some more discussions on that, for example, benchmarking against the ISO 22301 standard or things like that, I'm very open to that as well. The use of social media for BCP, that's another aspect we can talk about. choosing a recovery site provider if you're struggling with that, and also dealing with fast-moving disaster scenarios. So specific sudden onset scenarios. You know, if any of these topics are of specific interest to you now or in the future, what I was going to suggest is if you guys invite me as a contact for LinkedIn, I can make a small group of participants who were in this course, and we can keep discussing over the years to come about any challenges you might have. Yeah, so basically I want to make sure that you have me at your availability, you know, that I'm available to you if you need any help with some of these things. And if we make it in a group discussion, we can actually all share thoughts on these topics, especially because you're all in the same city or small region. You know, there may be some very common challenges there. So I was hoping that you guys would do that, and I'll see those LinkedIn invites coming through. So if you put in LinkedIn Rinske Geurlings, my name, you know, that usually should come up with straight away my result, because I'm the only one on the entire world who has that name. So that is, oh, group photo, I hear. Yes, very good idea. I hope everybody puts their camera on, please. So I'll put my name again, my full name in there. And if you put that in LinkedIn, you'll be able to find me on there. Now, a group photo, I love it. Guys, you don't have any cameras. I'd like to see all of you. Hey, I see many of you popping up now. Fantastic. Hi, Noor. Hello. Let's all unmute everybody. I'm going to unmute all of you. You can just do any chat you like to do. Be noisy. I wanted to thank you and also Marianne for being so helpful. Share if you've got something to say. It doesn't matter. It sounds a bit crazy. Hi, Alia.
Hi.
Hi. Good how are you? And where's your mouth? Now where's Marianne? Marianne, you should be open the camera on. Set the example. Really funny. You hear lots of noises. Maybe we can take a group screen photo or something. Right, let me put this.
Hello, Zoom.
Popping up as well. Hello. I'm seeing Marianne. I won't publish it. Hey, Salima.
Hi.
We can see all your eyes.
Oh, serious? Really? Oh, okay.
Very cool. You guys are the best. I hope you had some fun in the course. We made it work with all the crazy challenges, I think. And I'll share this photo with Marianne, and maybe she knows what to do with it and make it a nice, maybe compilation photo for the group to keep.
Can we have everyone in a page?
Sorry?
Can we have everyone in one page?
In one page? Yeah, that's a good question.
Is it possible?
How does that work? I've just I did exit full screen. I did. Oh, here. I don't know about this. I've just taken a photo of everyone in some. Maybe we can combine that and make it like as if it's a full screen. But really nice to see all of you. We should really do it this way some other time, you know, where everybody can see each other, and it's always really nice to have that personal contact. So I hope you guys learned something here, and we have recorded all the sessions, so we're going to share that, so you can always listen back, view some slides back, have a look at what I said, how I explained the things. Some of you have asked about, can we share all the slides? We never electronically share the entire course because it's copyright related. There's some sensitive information in there. But the ones that I was able to share, I've sent you the editable versions, so hopefully that will really help you. And with the recordings combined, that's of course, you know, something you can look through. And you always know that the structure of the course is along the 8 steps. So if you need to know something about one of those steps, you can just flip to that part of the recording. So hopefully that helps you for now. And like I said, if you want to have a chat with me or you need something specifically, you say, can I have that photo or can I have that particular slide? You know, send me a message. Of course, that's fine. It's just the entire kit. It's just pretty sensitive. So yeah, we never tend to share the entire program. But other than that, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and it was nice to have you in the course and to do the breakout sessions, and we made it work in the end, I think. So I think I'm going to hand you back over to Marian, and also I'm going to go back on the other screen. Let's see. There's a couple of Marian, are you there?
Yes, here is the. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us in these 2 days. We hope you all had an insightful session. Apologies if you all had any technical issue and we could not rectify it. We promise that we will serve you all better in future. So I've actually dropped a Google form link in the chat box. Kindly fill up so that we could actually send this feedback to our HRDF to have some improvement on the reimbursement for companies. So just fill it in. It won't take long actually. And also upon you filling in, you will get the responses and we will be emailing you all the e-certs. So to get the e-certs, kindly fill in the survey form. And if you all would like anything additional from Rinska, if you all have any questions or what, save it. We are having a meet-up session with Rinska maybe in the next few weeks, and you all will be joining another class. That class will be actually from KL. So we'll be combining both class and you all will be meeting up with Rinska virtually. And once everything is okay and traveling is allowed, Rinska will be coming over to Brunei to see you all personally. So if you all have any questions, you all can ask, and you all can post the questions in the chat box or you all can ask us now. So I'm just going to give you all 3 to 4 minutes just to fill in the question, and I'll pass the session to Rinska just to do a closing, and then we can end for the day. So I'm just going to post the link again in case y'all can't find it in the chat.